Where did this idea come from? What was sort of the kernel of an idea? Like, why this story?
Well, basically, I was looking for something that would be relatively simple to do. I had done one feature previously called Cold Comfort, which was like 95% one person locked in a room. So I wanted to keep it along this, the same lines to keep, budget down. So the original plan was 100% of the story was going to be in this car. So all I need for location was a car and then actors. As I started writing it, that was kind of, it wasn't a lot to work with. And my career was kind of building, and I knew a lot more people and had more resources. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't have to be all in the car. We could have some of it in the house, a little bit. And by the time it was done, it ended up being kind of like, 70, 80% in the house and 20% in the car. But it all just came from wanting to do something simple that I could do. And it just kind of, as I wrote it, it kind of ballooned into a bigger and bigger project. And by the end, I think we had like 58 speaking roles. There's over 100 people involved in the production, and it kind of just took on a life of its own. It became bigger than I was expecting, and even to this day, I'm surprised that we actually pulled it off, because it's like, man, so many things could have gone wrong, but we even finished a day early. I think we had 12 shooting days planned, and we ended up finishing in 11. Which even looking back, it's like, how do we ever do that? It's just kind of everything came together, and it was such a perfect shoot. But yeah, that's how kind of all came about, is just wanting to do a simple story and building from there.
Mm-hmm. So why a stoner comedy as opposed to a thriller or a horror or something along those lines? What was your thinking with that?
Well, pretty much everything I'd done up to that point, I was known as a horror and thriller guy. Even my dad, when at the Hotbox premiere, he's like, oh, I'm surprised you're funny. I thought you only did horror. I was like, well, no, I could do a lot of different stuff, but I do have a knack for comedy, I think, or so people tell me. And I was just doing one horror after another, and I was like, well, I kind of want to show people I can be funny too. And as far as I know, there's not a lot of like stoner comedies out these days. There's Cheech and Chong, but that was decades ago, and you get the odd one that pops up, but it's not really a popular thing. So it seems. But it seems like, there's a lot of people that would like that kind of thing. So I was like, you know what, like, especially up here in Canada, like, I don't even know if there's another one in the whole country as far as I know. I was like, well, let's do one. Let's just make this hilarious thing and, make it ridiculous and see what people think. And then, as far as I know, it seems to have worked.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts. Or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.